Legend of Total War here with part 20 of my Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play campaign as the Karling Dynasty Empire of Francia. So previously, main thing we focused on was conquering more of India. So we're about, I don't know, about a fifth of the way conquering it all. It's not going to get that much faster because our reinforcements come from here, but it's all been going pretty well. We took one or two settlements away from the Byzantines. They're a bit embroiled in multiple revolts at the moment, so that's great. And England and Africa have just made a complete mess of things. Really angry about that, but you know, everything else is going well, so one little setback, which was really sort of out of my control. Oh well. Anyway, let's move on. How are we going militarily? What have we got? We've got 87,000 troops, so let's continue to expand. So, hang on. There was a kingdom, the Gujarat Kingdom. I'm pretty sure I can recreate that. No. What was that other guy? He had a kingdom. Was it this one here? Nope. Okay, well that's fine. So what are we going to do with all this? We're going to usurp the Raj of Ajmat. That's okay, I don't need that. These guys here, let's have a look. So they own this region here. So let's conquer this, and then we should be able to grab that. So imagine soon we're not going to be able to get any more troops from Egypt out here. That's fine. Actually, you lot might be better off coming over here. Once all of India is conquered, that's a huge frontier that we just don't have to worry about at all anymore. Well, minor amounts of worry. It usually depends on internal issues with, you know, other lords. Part of me would like to increase castle infrastructure. It would make me more money. We get 0.1 from buildings. Economic tech, what about this? Nothing from that. If we increase church infrastructure, we can build a monastic school. That'll help with cultural advantages, which we really do need, so I'm going to go with that. That'll stop us from being able to get that. Now, what I need to do is build those monastic schools. Because we need those cultural advances. Technology hasn't spread over here yet, so we can't build the universities. But it'll happen in time. So once those are done, we'll get an extra 0.08 technology, plus 40% on top of that, for culture. And it was only 200 extra points, it wasn't a whole lot. No, we don't need that. This isn't going to be a difficult war. A lot of independent factions within here. Look at all the different banners. And look how few banners are left over here. We just wipe it clean. This is all about uniting the human race. That's what I'm all about. You have to do that with conquest, because people just won't agree to it. You have to bring it to them by force. You've got to prove to them that you're strong enough to be their rulers. Because as I've said before, in my opinion, the human race is not going to survive as a fragmented species. As, you know, 120, 200, 400 countries, however many, it needs to be moving in the other direction. It needs to be moving towards fewer countries. 50, 10, 3, 2, 1. One country, one species. Problem is, with all these different cultures, how do we fucking put them all together? It's not an easy task, that's for sure. And I strongly believe that Western civilization should be the one that stands above it all. Unfortunately, the biggest threat to Western civilization is Western civilization. We crumble from within. Which is a shame. Alright, well, we're done here. So, enforce the demands. Thank you very much. Good job, soldiers. Now. Oh, bloody hell, another settlement that didn't convert over. And there's another one here as well. What a nuisance. Now, this guy here should be independent, right? Offer vassalization. False religion, not my de jure liege. Right. Well, that's going to make things difficult. Well, for the time being, at least we got the counties, and those guys are going to be minor thorns along the road. We'll sort them. I mean, we could just holy war for them. Problem is, with a defensive pact on our ass, going to war for that region, which we could do. Oh, look at this. No one's going to join his side. Okay. So we can actually get this done quite easily. Oh, I've already raised levies. Alright. $17,000 men. Alright, which country is that from? The Kingdom of Andhra. Well, we're not going anywhere near that right now. I mean, we're working our way towards it, but I'm not going to declare war on that. Because they've got a lot of troops, I just want to weaken them. Jeez, he's getting very powerful. So, that guy, what, became our vassal? Or did I hand it over to the other guy? Just doesn't matter. Alright, how many troops do we have now? 88,000 out of 94,000. Still quite a lot to conquer. What's going on over here? Persia. Good. Good, because I want Persia to have that. Byzantine Empire is just getting torn to pieces. Well, you know, it's not really getting torn to pieces, it's just in a really unstable state. It'll eventually pull itself together, whether or not this dynasty gets overthrown or not. And then there'll just be some other new faction leader in charge of it. Alright, 92,000 heaps. I want to conquer, like, lots of territory all at once. So that's not worth a whole lot. Okay, we'll go for this one first. So once again, gotta hire the troops. Alright, so just grab... That's 30,000, that's more than what's needed. So 12,000, no. You know what, I'll put 30,000 to the task of coming over here dealing with this. And then we've got another 34,000 to come down here. Because capturing this isn't going to be enough war score. Because this is one of those fragmented countries. The reason why we attack this first is because it will sort of defragment them a little bit. It's easier for us to conquer them quickly if they're all in one spot. So the Byzantine Empire is probably... Oh, fuck me, he died. Okay, well that's fine. Who's this? The King of Andalusia. Okay, no big deal. Died a natural death. Okay, now... What's this? No. Let me guess your... Yeah, I thought as much. Renounce Secret Faith. Now... some effort needs to be put into, of course, keeping the nobles under control. Now, how old are you? 30 years old. Not really a good age to become emperor. Much better off being 16. You should improve your stewardship. So this region over here. Let's put us over our defense limit. But we can, if we keep on at it, 2 more years we can hand it away. Because I think it's Catholic now, right? No, it isn't. We may not have a lot of support of the nobles. I need you to keep making money, and I need this to go away. Could be an idea for him to get married. That might help a little bit. But I don't really want him to have a child right now, that's the thing. And he's lustful, so he's probably going to end up having loads of children, unless we divorce her. The wife, that is. I would have thought your half-brother here should be your heir. Heir to the Kingdom of Persia? Yeah, probably not. So, who's this? England doesn't particularly like me, nor does Andalusia. Nor does Poland. Well, Poland's not really something that we need to worry about. So how did you end up getting scarred? So he's a brilliant strategist, good military mind, that's good. Just needs more stewardship. And learning. Intrigue I don't worry too much about. Okay, now what about this vassal here? How does he feel about us? Well, yeah, but that's going to go down. Goes down like 1 every day. It's only going to take about a year to go away. We might have too many troops here. a lot of attrition, but it's okay. We've got more than enough to take him out. Let's just hit him hard. Maybe I should split this army up and get through things a bit quicker. Okay, well that's pretty much won us the war. Good. Let that be the end of this. Now we need to consolidate, make sure our vassals are actually under our control. See, we've only got a maximum of 72 or 74,000 troops, as opposed to what his father had was 100,000. The vassals don't like us as much. Now I've got this guy under control, as long as we keep giving him settlements, so that's not going to be a problem here. Look, you got Delhi. But what about the others? You know, Persia. Demand's too big. Okay, well I can fix that. Alright, so the Arabian kingdom is not being transferred into the Empire of Francia de jure because we haven't conquered these regions here. Now, if we were to provide, why is he in hiding? Someone wants to try and kill him. But if we were to conquer these guys, it'd be a pain to get there. But if we were to do it, we can get more of his support. What about Egypt? How much support do we have? A little bit. Now, as for Aquitaine, it's just a case of just award them some honorary titles. So you're still in the middle of a revolt. Why do you hate me so much? Desires the kingdom of Pomerania. Well, I'm not going to give you any titles then. You can afford to have some of them hate you. Just try to minimize it as much as possible. So what's going to be next? Take on the Abbasids or the Azdumanids? I'm just trying to think. Is this a revolt right here? A little bit. Declare war for Aladdin. Let's see. I think we'll go for this. I think it's about time we cut them down a little bit more. I was kind of hoping Egypt to do it a little bit, but they just didn't get their shit together. So who's this? Aquitaine. Aquitaine does not provide us with a lot of troops. Let me just see what I can do about that. Because like I said, Aquitaine is our most powerful lord. We need to make sure he's on our side. That's a big difference. Just wait for the reinforcements to come there, and then we'll disembark them here to arrive at Napata. Alright, let's have a look at what wives are available. So looking for high stewardship wives. They would have many, many children. They're all Midas touched. Well, alright. I mean, I can divorce her as soon as we've had a son. Hopefully she provides me with many daughters. Good. Now that'll give us a plus 10. Well, actually, it'll remove the minus 10 penalty with all the vassals, so that'll help a little bit. Plus, we can also, we've got room for another one, but we're probably not going to have her for that long, because they're just both together. They're just too fertile. So because he's got such low learning, we're not getting anywhere near as much economic advances. Oh well. Good, looks like we got all this under control. This is a good region, this one. Hopefully this will help make Egypt a little bit stronger. And the Abbasids just a little bit weaker. So by conquering this region here, this one, hopefully Egypt can then take the initiative to conquer the rest of it on their own. I thought I asked you to stop doing that. It's also good to see that no one's trying to kill me. And the wife isn't pregnant, which is good. Generally speaking, I like them to have children around the age of 40. That way they come of age around 56, which is around the time that, you know, kings start to die. Sometimes they live to 70, 80, who knows. Very rarely 80. So all of these will be handed over to Egypt, which will also keep him under my control for about 10 years. And he'll provide me with more of his levies, and he'll have an increased amount of levies. And he's an old turd as well, so he won't live long. Just disband them here. Can't bother waiting for them. So, as for you, what can I raise from you? 10,806 troops. He's becoming very powerful. He might actually end up becoming more powerful than Aquitaine if this keeps up. Which is fine. We need someone powerful out in the east. As long as they're loyal to me, that's the only thing that matters. If we get enough, what's it called? Piety. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6. Let me just see. Because that'll end up becoming part of well, I don't care which is the main title, whether it be Wallachia, Bulgaria, or Greece. Okay, here's an idea. If I was to assign myself your guardianship, hostage in a foreign power. No, I won't accept that. So against 2 stewardship and becomes a gardener. So that's actually 4 stewardship. Right? Yeah, he gained heaps. So that was good. Alright, now, I don't want to have a son just yet. We want to improve our learning. No, you need to not be commanding any forces. Kingdom of Gujarat, I'll usurp that. Thank you. So she's become pregnant. If she wants to remain empress, she needs to be having lots of girls. To begin with. 10 years of girls and give us a son. And then of course we'll divorce you. If I was to declare war, what can we get out of you? It's fragmented as fuck. It's not good. Okay, I think the Abbasids originally had that settlement, so it was taken away from them. That's good to see. Let me go pick on the Byzantines for a little bit. Because they're in the middle of a revolt. How many troops do we have available? 81,000. Good, we're getting some semblance of our power back. We can claim the Byzantine Empire for... This person's Catholic. Why don't we give that a shot? Why don't we put a Catholic in charge of the Byzantine Empire? Then I can fucking claim everything. It was her. Let me just check her again. She has a son here who is Italian. Are we... Alright, let's do this. Let's overthrow them. I haven't raised the Pope's forces much. 450 soldiers, just don't even bother with it. So let's start in Sicily just because I say so. We get both England and Africa's forces here, which is not a whole lot. Alright, Aquitaine, what can I get out of you? Probably not going to get a whole lot of out of Andalusia. It wasn't too bad, but not enough ships to take them there. Oh, is this... This one here is my vassal, and he belongs to Bavaria. However, I would like that to be upgraded. Could revoke it from him. Let's fix it up first before we give it to Bavaria, because Bavaria won't bother with fixing it up. Why can't I revoke from you? Must be my direct vassal, but he is. Oh, he's in revolt against... I don't even know what's going on with that. Well, we'll worry about that later then. Strange. I don't think we need to rush too heavily with this. Right, we should also raise our forces over here. So my hope in doing this is that if we can basically put a Catholic in charge of the Byzantine Empire, hopefully all of hopefully basically get rid of Orthodoxy. And then once we get rid of Orthodox Christianity, we can start making claims and everything. Maybe I could just put a claim on everything all at once and claim the entire Byzantine Empire in one go. However, the amount of piety you need for that would be pretty ridiculous. We're probably better off doing it in groups of 10. 10 settlements at a time. Because next to me, the Byzantine Empire is probably the most powerful faction, which isn't really saying much. I mean, they're way weaker than us, but still they get in my way quite often. And they've got some of the richest territory in the world. Let's try and take it. Imagine if you were just some fucking peasant with like a really obscure claim to an empire, and then suddenly a bigger empire goes, hey, I'm gonna press your claim on this throne. You're like, what the fuck? Really? Yeah, I'll press your claim. And all you have to do is just be you. And then, of course, 10 years later, that same king just annexes all of your territory. I would call that being an American, that kind of strategy. Seems very American. Manipulating things that you can... Good, Charlotte. It's good to see. Hang on, we're not done here. Oh, there's a trade port. You're not going to get much out of that. Just a little bit of gold. Now we do need to hurry a little bit, because if we don't hurry, other factions will start gaining war score against us. Oh shit, I forgot to move you. So we're already at 80%, and the Byzantines accept. Alright, so with that, let me just disband them all. We of course didn't gain any territory from it, but it wasn't about that. This was about putting stupid fat bitch in charge so that I could claim the Byzantine Empire. Sort of. So let me just see if I could declare war on you. No. What she needs to do now is spread Catholicism throughout the empire. So if she converts to Orthodoxy, this plan has been for nothing. Alright. But that being said, it didn't exactly cost us much. What's going on here? Alright, we got some lords that wanna fuck with us. What's going on? My forces, we got 52,000, so they must have a lot of support if that's the case. Let's have a look. So this one here, 95% support. So Middle Francia. Can we get a non-aggression pact? He should be getting out of these. Okay, good. So we still got a little bit of problems here. We've got Syria. Syria wants to be a bitch. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to appease Syria. And to appease Syria, we'll conquer this. These motherfuckers here are Catholic. Luckily I hold the Kingdom of Arabia. I can't just press all claims though. I'll wait until that revolt is over, then I'll deal with it. Didn't realize they'd become Catholic. I waited too long to deal with them. That's probably why these guys have had a hard time attacking them. They just haven't had the casus belli. Alright, who's this? King of Aquitaine. What are your problems? What's your gripes? Desires the Kingdom of Ireland. Really? Why? How much of Ireland do you own up here? Well, I'm going to claim this and then revoke it from you. That way you won't actually want the Kingdom of Ireland. Now this will actually sour relations with him even further, but still. I can't tolerate him being up here. This will be handed over to England. Ooh, how bad is this? Okay, it's not so bad. This is a good opportunity for us to revoke this as well. And that. This is actually not that bad. But you don't have... You're not of our dynasty. Well, guess what that means? You're gonna get your kingdom revoked. Oh, yes, you are. Alright, so let's do this. This shouldn't be too difficult. And crushing a major revolt should help things with my vassals. The vassals, that is. Alright, I will hire my personal units, because I want this to be over quickly. You two here should meet up. So we'd probably have quite a significant force coming at us. We should try to intercept as many of these armies as possible. gotta get that war score. Let this war be over quickly. So, just looking at this, how the hell did this guy come into power? His parent here was the King of Aquitaine, and his parent was... I don't know what happened there. Someone fucked up. So, the person who we did put in charge here, who was of Karling Dynasty, yeah, he fucked up. But here's a good thing, because the majority of this has been transferred into Aquitaine, this is going to be very easy to transfer back power. Well, you can just sit there for the time being. I can't be bothered sending them overseas. I don't think I need Africa. Well, actually, I think Africa's forces are up here. I don't think I need any of my Far East kingdoms to come and help me. 9,000 men on their way here. Maybe you should... Hang on. We need to do this at the beginning of every reign. We need to auto-assign commanders. So we've got a defensive advantage here, and we outnumber them. So I can't imagine us losing. Plus they don't have a commander on this flank here, and yet they're winning on that flank. Okay, we routed this flank here, that's good. Oh fuck, it's the other way around, they've routed us. Motherfuckers, how the hell did that happen? I guess their army was just better, or maybe they got lucky. No such thing as luck. Still, the whole army isn't wiped out, but they need to go and lick their wounds over. Yeah, go meet up with them. But that would have been bad for a war score. Still don't think I need any more troops over there. But he is my direct vassal. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working. So what are you doing? You are currently attacking of the Byzantine revolt and Italian holy war for Salerno. Good, I'd actually be wanting to join your war for that. Oh, it's a holy war for Salerno. Why is it a holy war? Where's Salerno? That doesn't matter, I hope they win. But they probably won't. Imagine that a filthy Pict in control of the Byzantine Empire. What a laugh. But that's fine. Alright, let's capture this. We should probably get these armies together as well. What happened here? So Middle Francia has just taken a big chunk of territory that they're not supposed to. That could be an entire duchy, which is going to transfer into them. Can't let them do that. I'm going to have to do something about it. Looks like we've got a period of consolidation coming up. I mean, I'm not going to deal with this shit up here. This is just fucked. So you're still of my dynasty. So are you. You're not. What happened there? Looks like the King of England needs to be overthrown. Good, you're still of my dynasty. Good. Gotta make sure of this stuff sometimes. Okay, you can see that they're coming up here pretty quickly. They wanna fight this army. Let's quickly take this temple and then get the fuck out of there. Their army's actually bigger than mine, but we're almost at 100%. There we go. Didn't need to win any battles. Now then, you are not the King of Aquitaine. I want to take away as many of his counties as possible. This one here, we've got a claim on that, so we can take that easily. Wait, which one is it? No, that's the Duchy of Meath. I can actually claim all of his shit. Is this guy even French? Yeah, okay. Take that. I don't think I can get any more of him for free, except for Dublin. And then of course we want this guy to die, because he's got a claim on the Kingdom of Aquitaine. So throw him in the oubliette. Now, we need to find someone who's going to take over. So what we should do is look towards his grandparent here and see who's still alive of this line. The Prince of England. Are you going to inherit England? What have you got here? Okay, we've got a son. You've got a son here. You got two sons actually. Your son's going to be the King of Aquitaine. Not of Dublin. Belongs to England. So it looks like we've got a little bit of work on our hands here to fix this up. Just a little bit. Not as much as it would have been before. Okay, so Aquitaine has been re-established. This needs to be handed over back to England. Wait, no. This person here is not supposed to have England, so we're going to have to overthrow them as well. Let's just deal with this first. So, the Duchy of Franconia. Jeez. Alright, so let's claim this first, because this wasn't part of... It's not de jure part of Aquitaine just yet. Duchy of Galicia, that shouldn't be there. Kingdom of Galicia. When did this motherfucker... Oh, that's me. Yeah, I've always had it. It's good. I thought Andalusia took it. Alright, Duchy of Berry. Oh, I must have taken a county. Okay, well, I'll take that county as well, but it's the Duchy of Berry that I needed. Now, what this will do is make him very much favourable towards us. And of course, we've basically reset the lineage here with Aquitaine. So I'll be revoking Duchy of Berry and also your county title because he needs more of them. So there you go. Can't have a kingdom with just one territory. You need to get your money from somewhere. And then you need the Duchy of, where is it? Duchy of Berry. Okay. So, Maine over here. We'll just transfer that vassal over to you. So now we look at Aquitaine. This is what they have. I should have revoked this. I forgot to do that. And this as well. And this. Oh, hang on, no. That's my vassal. So I can hand that over to you now. That's been... You can hand that back after many, many years. Now this here, the Duchy of Galicia, that'll need to be claimed. Because that belongs over there. This motherfucker here holds a lot of titles. Let me just have a look. Okay, that's all within the Kingdom of Aquitaine, so that's fine. But the Duchy of Galicia, I don't know how you managed to get that. So this here, yep, is still being transferred into Aquitaine. Now we've got another problem where this is being transferred into Austrasia. That can't happen. We have to prevent that. Transfer that over to you, and hang on, Galicia belongs over here. But you're the heir, so I can't give it to you. Now. It's the Duchy of Poitou. Needs to be revoked from you. Hang on, let me just see, check. Duchess Judith of Champagne needs to be retracted. Don't worry, we'll give it back to you. Why can't I retract? Non-aggression pact. Of all the people, you fucking turd. Alright, can I put you just straight in jail? No. Break non-aggression pact. Look, it'll take 100 years. We just need to be mindful of it and try to get it back within 100 years. This non-aggression pact is not going to last that long. Now then, you. I need to revoke your titles. So how powerful is England? He's just got a lot of vassals. Does he like me? Likes me a little bit. Like, this whole situation with England and Africa is just totally fucked. It's not tidy at all. How are we going to fix this? Like, the easiest solution, I think, would just be to revoke both kingdom titles and just start again from scratch. Because it's not going to be difficult for me to get loads of piety. However, the main thing is we need to... I can't just be like, yeah, I revoke England, because then all my other people will just revolt against me. So what I need to do is give them a reason to rise up against me. So we'll claim this. and revoke it from him. What I'll need to do is I'll need to put another Karling Dynasty person in charge here, and I'll give him that duchy. I'm hoping that revolts, so I can just take it away. You gonna accept this? Revolt against me. Come on, do it. Ah, coward. Alright, so what are we gonna do about this? So, because we need to have a Karling Dynasty person here. Well, we don't need to, but I want to. So, where are we gonna find them? Let's have a look within the Kingdom of Austrasia. So this kid here is heir to the Kingdom of Austrasia, because all the other children are dead. This kid here has got nothing to inherit. Absolutely nothing. Alright. Guess what, kid? You're going to be the King of England one day. I think I now know why Navarra isn't transferring it to them, because he doesn't have the duchy. Oh, I can't give it to him. Oh, well, I'll have a son eventually. Now, we also need to start, I suppose, revoking shit from you as well. Oh, yeah. Why? I wouldn't have given that to you, did I? Well, I'm going to claim this. I'm going to need some piety after that. I hope they revolt against me. I just want to basically just reset on this. Alright, this was supposed to be given to Aquitaine, but I'll actually... Do we still need Aquitaine here? Or can we do these wars just with this? I think I'm done in India for the time being. Alright, let's transfer Vassal. Because it is your rightful territory. And we've got we've got to consolidate all this shit now. Look at this, it's a goddamn mess. What did I just get from you? Oh, I got this region here. Okay, this region over here, also one of my vassals now, that can be transferred over to Egypt. If we gave it to him, we could holy war his shit. Nah. So yeah, what we want to see here is just a complete weakening of... okay, I'm gonna need some piety. Okay, well we still got a bit of support from the guys out here, but not quite as much as before, but we had too much, to be honest. Let's go and... let's see, who we're gonna hit. Because this kingdom here, why can't I raise his levies? What the hell's going on with this? How the hell did that happen? Yeah, I don't care. So how is she going? Oh, she lost power. She got overthrown just as quickly as I put her back in. So yeah, my nice and tidy kingdoms are starting to become very untidy now, which makes it difficult for me to manage them because I don't know who owns what. And I think it makes us weaker. But that being said, we're still super strong. Okay, this will be converted soon. How's the religious stuff there? Right, I'm going to need my chaplain to go and sort that out. We still can't do any crusades. I don't know what's going on with that. It's 50 years past 900 AD. He'll probably want to revoke some of his vassals' titles. What are you doing? You are defending against Bavaria. Bavaria claim on Aquitaine War. Well, Aquitaine should be able to defeat Bavaria, but that's a bad Bavaria. He shouldn't be doing that. He won't be able to do that once he's transferred into Francia. Doesn't seem like he's got a whole lot of support. Thought he'd have more troops than that. Could go either way. I think Aquitaine will win. I'm rooting for them to win, because we don't want to have to pry that out from underneath them. That's going to be really irritating. So, this guy here is independent, right? We've got room in our demands for it, so why don't we go and take that? It's just one region, but it's better than nothing. We're not really doing anything at the moment. I'm just going to try and transfer him into here. Because for some reason I just can't revoke his title. So I'm the King of Serbia as well. Okay. I have a lot of kingdom titles. The Kingdom of Brittany and Burgundy can be destroyed now, safely, without having to worry about them coming back. Why did we get defeated? Sorry, we should have enough troops here to win the war. Don't think I need more than that. So yeah, no wonder Poland's so weak. Okay, straight off the bat, wins us the war. Alright, well, I'll fix it up. It's a nuisance, but at least we've got plenty of room for it. So who won that war? Looks like Bavaria. Yeah. Okay. So Aquitaine's going to win. This is going to hold on to their fort, onto the kingdom, which is good. So if we have a look here, de jure empires. So kingdoms that fall within within this area here cannot declare war on each other because of our crown authority. We've expanded so fast. There's all these regions transferring into Francia, but it's been less than 100 years since we conquered it. So maybe a bit of time of consolidation is needed, just a bit of rest. As much as I'd love to keep conquering India, we have got some issues here now. There's just one guy left, Middle Francia. Okay, Duchy of Franconia. You're holding on to territory you're not supposed to, so I'm going to take that off from you now. Oh, that's right, I can't. I'm going to break the non-aggression pact. Because maybe I do need to fight my vassals in order to put things right. If they want to revolt against me, go right ahead. I'll outsmart them every time. So, nope. I want to retract the Duchy of... Hang on. Who was it? It was Franconia, I believe. He's holding on to territory he's not supposed to. So this guy... Hang on, that's me. He doesn't like me very much. Oh well. So retract vassal of Franconia. So if he revolts against me with this, well, I'll be able to take the other shit away from him as well. Middle Francia is not that powerful of a kingdom. With Aquitaine fully under my control again, I should be able to use his forces alone to win this. 17,000 men. He's accepted that, that's good. Now I've got a -10 with all vassals, but that's okay, it's only for 5 years. Now, you... I'm going to claim Franconia. This will be handed back to Middle Francia. But all of your shit needs to be redistributed. So this here, yeah, this can be handed over back to Aquitaine, and then the province is not going to be handed over to de jure, be transferred into Middle Francia. When you've got the advantage in numbers, kill him. Okay, well, the guy... I still need to take other titles from him. And then I can just transfer him into the other region. And, transfer him into there. But we have to claim this one first. I don't care how much territory any of these guys have, as long as they only hold it within one country. Within, you know, one kingdom. You can't have one guy holding a little bit of Aquitaine, a little bit of Middle Francia. No. You can be as powerful as you want, but only within the kingdom that which you're assigned. Good, and with that, this will no longer transfer in, because I don't have the full duchy. Now, as for this, all of Sinai is finally handed over to you. There we go. He actually ends up liking me more because of it, but the problem is, he'll forget about the fact that I gave him that duchy in 10 years. He's not going to forget the fact that I retracted that vassal, not for a long time. Wish I could, but you're not a traitor just yet. Look at all these losers fighting amongst themselves. Should have just accepted my absolute authority. Okay, now, what else can we do? Okay, I guess we could... No, we don't have any piety for pressing claims here. If we want piety, we need a holy war. Best place to do that, I think, is India. Now, we're not going to have as many troops over here, but we'll still have sufficient to get anything done. Hang on. Did we just conquer another region? Oh, I don't know, because this adjusted. What I'd like to do is conquer more of these guys down here. That actually looks like a nice little prize right there. Alright, we'll do that. That's right, for some reason, I can't get his levies. So what is that giving us? Well, we've still got 33,000. That should be enough to do this. But we're fucked if it's not. It's half the number of troops that we would normally get. But for some reason, I just can't raise his levies. Let me just see if I was to go like... There's 12,000 levies. Probably from here that for some reason I can't get. Why not? I hired troops all over the place. I mean, we could maybe send them across. I mean, it's going to take them ages to get here. The war should be over by the time they get here anyway. Okay, we'll split these, put these into two groups. So you two come down to here. You go onto here. Sucks we take attrition in our own lands. Can we increase our military tech yet? Okay, our organization. Good. So that gives us a little bit of extra supply. Now we don't take as much attrition. At some point, we're probably going to have to create another situation like what we had here, because this is dissolving here. This isn't going to be worth as much. That's a lot of troops. I wonder if we should fight them now? Before they, you know, meet up. I think there's a reasonable chance of victory. They don't have a defensive bonus. We outnumber them by about 7,500 men. They should win. Okay, this flank over here is completely overwhelming him. So that's 1,000 men out of it. But that was a very small flank. Reinforcements are coming in. this flank of mine has withdrawn. That one withdrew. It's going to be very close. And then all of a sudden, my fucking guys broke. They were winning, and then they just turned tail and broke. Goddamn enemy reinforcements. Still, we definitely did weaken them by a lot. They may have actually lost more troops than I did. Hard to say. But you guys all failed me. I have to wait for some reinforcements to come over here. There's a few thousand on their way. Make your way down here and merge with them. Actually, now we have nearly twice their numbers. No, we don't actually. This is a big problem. They've actually put up more resistance now than they ever have, and we've got fewer troops now than ever. So, the guys that are on their way, we have 10,000 men on their way, but it's going to take them months to get here. Okay, hang on. Just re-recruit these guys from scratch. They all just came from over here somewhere. Okay, good, I can get them now. I don't know why it wouldn't let me get them before, but... That's 25,000. Good. Yeah, if you had given me your levies at the start, we would have already won this by now. So, yeah, they're really putting up a lot more of a fight. So, which kingdom is this? That's them. I'm not using these troops. The amount of time it will take to get them to the front line will be insane. 34,000 men that I can't use. They live too far away. So I think I'm going to need you guys to go and beat their armies. With 25,000 we should be able to beat them. And you just keep starving out those settlements. Reinforcements are on the way. You know, it will take months to get there, but this is going to be a bit of a long war. We'll need to recapture that afterwards as well. Attrition. How bad is it? 4.5%. We can't afford to be losing 4.5%. You know, if we didn't actually take the attrition going through here before, maybe I need to really go around this desert next time. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll build another city here. That'll increase the amount of supply by, I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000. Okay, good. We didn't end up taking attrition. Now, if we attack them, there's still 10,000 men right here. So I'm going to need reinforcements. Because I reckon they'll come in and help. If we defeat their armies here, we've pretty much won the war. I don't have time to deal with this shit. always put it on Aquitaine. Ah, motherfucker. Oh no, it did? Okay, good. I thought it was in the wrong region. At least he's taking some attrition as well. Alright, now, both of us go in there. And I reckon when the fighting starts, he'll come in and want to help. Okay, these guys here will be commanding the battle. At least they don't have any defensive positions, so that's good. Defensive stats. 35,000 versus that, we're crushing them. We can easily recapture that, so that's not a big deal. God, they lost a lot of troops there, that's what I want to see. Also, they're probably getting recurring war score because we haven't managed to capture any of these regions yet. So take this away from them. So she died in childbirth, but she gave birth to our son. Okay. Well, whatever. So it's only a little bit of attrition, but it is still a concern. We need to hurry up and capture these regions just so we can get that war score. Shit. I need to split them up. Hang on, you guys need to be careful. 17,000 men there. Now, the longer this war goes on, the worse off we are. Because we're the attacker. It would take me too long to get those other 34,000 men over here. Didn't. Let's draw back to here. Also, if we can start capturing this, so they're sending how many men there? So where are they going? They're heading up this way. So who's coming to attack them? Oh, there must be a portion of them heading over this way. I need you to hurry up and capture this because I need you to come down there and reinforce. At least we've got defensive position here. Okay, now go down there and help them. Looks like they're winning just on their own merit, but still just in case. Good, the defensive position held out. Alright, we're winning this war now. And with their armies defeated, we need to take this opportunity to capture their regions and just get them to surrender. Alright, so I've got how many troops in the area? 35,000, so it's down quite a bit. There's no more reinforcements coming now, so we need to do this with what we've got. As soon as he shows up here, start attacking. If they had half a brain, they'd attack that right now. But they generally don't do it unless they feel like they've got a, you know, massive advantage, which they should have. %. We just need to attack. We don't have time to wait. If we can get this to 100% as quickly as possible, there we go. So we won. Alright, disband them. I'm not going to be fighting over here again for a little while. That was good. We weakened our enemies and strengthened ourselves slightly. What happened here? Oh, you mother of fucker. How the hell did he get a hold of this kingdom? That is a massive pain. Well, I'll have to find a way. I've been trying to keep on top of that. He must have saw just the moment it became available, was able to usurp it. And then, of course, he had 2 sons and 1 son died. Their father died, that is. So yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with that. Gavelkind succession in Pannonia. Who gives a shit? So with that, we're mainly just waiting for that to convert to Catholicism, and then it can be converted. They're all now starting to just claim whatever the fuck they want. Somewhat out of my control. Holy shit. Armenia. I mean, I don't mind, but I don't think I designated you to have Khazaria out there. It saves me having to do it at least. And those are our enemies. And we're going to need more. Hang on. Is our army ready? 74 out of 86,000. We're going to need more piety, so attacking these guys could be an option. Alright, so let's have a look here. We've got King of Africa, King of Poland. Let's see if we get a non-aggression pact with... Put you in jail. Are you against me in this faction? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, the juggling of the of these guys, that's kind of difficult. Alright, so I mean, it doesn't help that he came into power late in his life. It would be probably a good idea if he dies. It's the moment he comes into power. I don't think this king is going to be able to do much for us. Anyway, we're at an hour and a half here, but I'll actually keep going for another 10 minutes because I know not the previous episode, the one before that was significantly shorter. Alright, so these are our nieces. Let's get her matrilineally married to... not to me. Ah, damn it. Forget it, she can just find her own damn husband. I wish he was in a plot that I could revoke. Because he hates me. I want to retract all of his titles and hand it over to his son. Actually, let me just try. We've got a little bit of piety, so let's claim this. He might just revolt against me because he hates my guts. So I want him to revolt against me. Now would be a good time to deal with it. God damn it. How long until this is part of the Empire? Okay, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. What a jip. So yeah, we are a little bit just stuck until some of these things are just transferred over. We conquered too quickly and now our options are limited. But you know, by conquering all this stuff quickly, it is all transferring at the same rate, so in 100 years' time we'll be better off for being quick. So the King of Armenia, what can we do to help you? What's he doing? So he's attacking claim on Karen. I don't know where Karen is, but I'll offer to join your war. Why can't I offer to join the war? Okay, that's good. That's a start. So Egypt, how much of a supporter are you? Very much so. Declaring war on you again. Let's not be a truce breaker. I mean, we're already a truce breaker, but let's not do it anymore. I reckon these guys here would be easy to kill. I mean, this faction here stops us from losing 25. If we lose 25% of our overall forces, they'll hit us. Okay, King of Andalusia. Let's just try to get a non-aggression pact with him. If I award him some honorary titles, maybe he'll come out of it. Send him a gift. Yeah, look, I really need him out of that. And let's also invest in my own regions. Because we've got heaps of cash. Might be time to actually start building up a retinue army soon. If I build a retinue army, that'll count towards my overall strength, which will reduce the faction's power. And all I need to do is just have it sitting here. Don't need doing anything. Because it costs the most... Oh, hang on, shit. It might not be helping me so much that I'm over the limit. Okay, so I was doing this for a reason. I'll hand it over to you. Alright, whatever. So yeah, you hate my guts. So good, that's no longer transferring it to Middle Francia. So what the hell are we going to do about England? This place is fucked. Actually, I got the claim on that, but I can't do anything about it right now. Another thing is, of course, these two settlements here, which... Actually, let's just try and find some old woman to marry. Maybe someone within the Byzantine Empire. I don't think I'll be fighting them anytime soon. I've got issues. There are any old women here? They need to be at least 45 years old. She's married. Okay, here's someone who's not married, and she's got a little bit of stewardship. She might make an alright wife. So I was hoping that this might increase to 11, but it didn't. Okay, we don't have the faction to worry about now. They've gone away at least. What else can we do? This really annoyed me. I tried so hard to get that kingdom title, I just missed out on it. Well, when he comes of age, and if he ever goes into a plot, I'll imprison him and revoke his titles. What can I do to deprive you of your shit? Why don't we... I can't retract your vassals because Crown Authority in England allows revocation. They must have purposely lowered it. What about you as well? I just have to wait until the Empire actually comes into as a de jure part of the Empire. That way I get to override it. But until then I can't. 3 more years until that's part of the Empire. So what are you up to? Attacking Second Italian War for claim on Napoli. Let me help you with that. Oh, I can't. This feels so weak right now. There's just nothing we can do. I mean, not weak, but useless. I want to attack someone, but or just do something to consolidate this mess of an empire right now. But no, we have to wait ages for these laws to come into play. Okay, this is something at least. Let's build up the castle infrastructure. At least that'll give me something to build. Give me a bit more money coming in. Still can't build the universities here. Could have been pretty helpful. Okay, so like I said, now might actually be a good time. Since we've had like consistently over 10,000 gold for ages, let's build a retinue army. So it doesn't need to be large, it can just be full of shit, like just a skirmish, light infantry, wait, which... Yeah, light infantry, because it's 550 men. It just counts as numbers. And we create 10 of these. Let's see. Ah, shit. So that's 9 armies. So that should in total give us 5,500 men. Okay, we want more than that. We'll make it 10,000. So we'll make it 20. There we go. So that'll end up being about 10,000 men. The total amount that I have in here as well. So that basically doubles my personal army. It will be fairly expensive for a little while, but we've got the money, so it's okay. How are the factions going? 60%. At least this is still transferring into Africa. That's good to see. I'd like to keep fighting over here. It's not necessarily the end of the world to have 2 kingdoms here, because he was maybe getting too powerful. But still, that's what I wanted. I wanted someone powerful. 3 powerful kingdoms, that's what I wanted. So I will try and find a way to get that off them. Outright revoking things. Well, look, it's only for 5 years. Hang on, let me look. If I'm going to revoke anything, it's got to be England. I can't actually. Now, look, if I revoke something like that, I'm almost certainly going to have a revolt on my hands. I can create the Kingdom of Sicily now. Oh, what was that? It doesn't matter. So, where is it? Oh, would it be bloody quicker if I just did this? Oh, I still need one more region, so we have to just hope they succeed there. So is that Napoli here? Yeah, okay. So Italy's got a lot of troops. Ah, shit, they've had that for 31 years already. How the hell has Australia held... Australia held that for 31 years? It's not supposed to be part of their territory. I'm sorry, but that needs to be taken off you. At least this gives us something to do. So we can see here... Yeah, we'll start tidying you up. Okay, we're at 1 hour and 45 minutes, but I will actually keep going for another few minutes. Why not? Now, I don't actually want to use the retinue army, so... But I can't tell which one it is. It's that one there. So send it over here. I don't want to use it. 27,000 men here. That should be enough to beat them. But we'll bring in more anyway. Can't get anything out of Africa. And Andalusia, you should give me your levies as well. Oh good, that's a lot of troops. How about you come up here and capture this? Alright, let's just quickly capture these regions as fast as we can. No, that's my retinue army, we don't want to use that. Later on, when we've got even more money, we can certainly hire better retinues, but for now I just need the numbers. That's just a suppression force. So why are we taking attrition? Because it's winter. So we're already at 25%, so we're doing pretty well. Let's keep throwing all the troops. Doesn't matter if we take loads of attrition. This is just, the more troops we have in here, the less troops we'll lose when we attack. I doubt that that Middle Francia is going to be able to field 27,000 troops to try and stop us. I really doubt it, because they've got a lot of shit territory out here. It's not that developed. And let this bloody be a lesson to the rest of you fucking vassals. Don't go stepping outside your bounds. If I give you territory, you stay in that territory, and you just accept the fact that that's the size of your kingdom. So that should be done soon. Yeah, 2 years, and then Aquitaine is sorted. Oh, now that we've got that son, I can grant you the Duchy of Navarra. Which is something I probably should have done a long time ago. You must be fighting them. Yeah, that's okay. If I keep losing troops, there's going to be a revolt on my hands. But we've almost won this. You surrender? That's lucky for me. Because I couldn't keep fighting that, actually. So looking at this now... Okay, it's only 84%. Now, you're in jail. But don't worry, I still want you to stay as king. But you're going to hate me for this, because... No, that one's not as much of a priority as this over here. This needs to be taken. So the Duchy of Tabristan. So this motherfucker here... Duke Gilbert the usurper holds way too many titles. I need for him to be my vassal so I can sort him out. Since when am I in a non-aggression pact with you, you shit? Well, I was already a breaker of that stuff. So... Retract vassal. Of Mecklenburg. Where are you? Don't worry, you'll get him back. No, he's got himself of Tabaristan. Since you're a traitor, you won't object. Well, good. Oh shit, send that army in there. Okay, so the guy's over here. So I need to claim the Duchy of Tabaristan, and everything that he owns in this area here needs to be claimed, revoked from him, and then he can be handed back to Middle Francia. This will also help make Persia more of an ally of mine. I just hope I've got enough piety to do all this. I need to claim all this shit before I hand it over to him. Okay, so once that's been done, the Duke of Mecklenburg can be handed back to Middle Francia. Alright, so 3 titles need to be handed over to you. And this is going to make you absolutely love me. So it says here he wants that. Okay, don't worry, I got it all for you. Okay, well we can get his support for at least 10 years, so that's good. Now, where is Mecklenburg? Is that it there? There he is. Is that part of... No, it hasn't been transferred over, which means I need to revoke Duchy of Mecklenburg. It's getting there towards Kingdom of Austrasia. It just takes time. That's okay. It's only 100 piety. Okay, and then what we need to do, release him from prison. I mean, hang on, we could still take this. Yeah, okay, so I need to retract one more thing from you. The Duchy of... Hang on, what's your name? Duchess Eve of Champagne. This needs to be handed over to, where is she? Needs to be handed over to Aquitaine, these territories. Okay, now, I could ransom you, but I don't really need the money. I'd much rather release you from prison and have that, even though it's only good for about a year. I'll transfer these vassals over to you first. Naxos. I don't even know where that is. Because this will just give him just that little bit of extra relation with him to try and fix things up a bit. Because I don't particularly want him to revolt against me anymore, because this is going to sort... Hang on. We've still got this region over here. I'm gonna let that slide for now. Also, the Duchy of Galicia belongs over here. Now, you have stuff that you're not supposed to. Okay, so we're at a piety. I'll hold on to her for now, but we'll have to do a holy war. Anyway, I think this is a good place here to end the episode. So guys, like and subscribe. Part 21 is next. And don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.